A woman accused of shooting another woman at a Wendy's restaurant in Corpus Christi has been given her fate. 34-year-old Crystal Mata sentenced to 60 years for murder and 30 for aggravated assault. Mata, along with 42-year-old Noe Rinche, are accused of playing a part in the 40-year-old Greta Moya's murder. Investigators say it was back in April of last year. Moya was shot in the stomach near Ayers and Horn.